morning, my schoolers. Welcome to my school channel. My name is Alexandra. So right here in this channel, we'll be tackling the JAMB question for the subject of year 2014. Please stay with us, not going away, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school channel. Now let's jump right into question 25. Which of the following nationalists was the founder of Nigeria's first political party? Option A, Nnamdi Azikiwe. Option B, Herbert Macaulay. Option C, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. Option D, Ahmadu Bello. The answer to this question is option B, Herbert Macaulay. Now, the first Nigerian political party was NNDP, that is Nigerian National Democratic Party, formed in the year 1923 by Herbert Macaulay. So, therefore, option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 26. The Nigerian Independence Constitution was modified by the option A, 1989 Constitution, option B, 1979 Constitution, option C, 1963 Constitution, option D, 1999 Constitution. The answer to this question is 1963 Constitution. This constitution is marked by the Republican government of Nigeria, and it was a modification of the Nigerian Independence Constitution of 1960. That Nigerian Independence Constitution of 1960 was considered a partial independence because it did not bring a complete total sovereignty to the country. Now, the 1963 was a modification because the Queen of England ceased to be the head of the state and an elected president was the head of state. So the answer to this question is option C, 1963 Constitution. Question 27. The president of Nigeria was indirectly elected through secret ballots for a period of 5 years by the Senate in option A, 1963, option B, 1979, option C, 1983, option D, 1960. The answer to this question is option A, in 1963. Okay, so the president of Nigeria was indirectly elected through second ballots for a period of 5 years by the Senate is a main feature of the 1963 Constitution, that is the Republic Constitution, the first Republic Constitution, and it was in 1963. However, option B was 4 years, a 4-year term. It was a fixed term of 4 years, and option B is 4 years. Option C, we still had the head of state, the Queen of England as the head of state back then. So option A is the correct answer to this question because it involves a term of 5 years. Question 28. The main function of the Federal Character Commission in Nigeria is option A, settling disputes among societies, option B, providing free social services to the citizen, option C, ensuring fair representation of all states in the public service, option D, reviewing unfair administrative decisions. The answer to this question is option C, ensuring fair representation of all states in the public office. So when we think of the phrase federal character, it means public officials or ministers. So generally it's the appointment of public officers or public appointment of ministers. Okay, so you can see in option C, ensuring fair representation of all states in the public service. So this commission is charged with the responsibility of ensuring that there's a fair representation of officials or ministers in all states. So the answer to this question is option C. Question 29. The power of appointing the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission is vested in the option A, President, option B, Senate, option C, Judicial Council, option D, Council of States. The answer to this question is President. The President can only appoint the chairman of INEC, okay? Although it is subjected to approval by the Council of States, but the President can only appoint. The answer to this question, therefore, is option A, President. Question 30. The NCNC and the NPC facilitated the creation of the option A, Western Region, option B, Eastern Region, option C, Midwest Region, option D, Northern Region. The answer to this question is option C, Midwest Region. Okay, so the coalition government formed by NCNC and MPC, that is the union government formed by these two political parties, National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroon and Northern People's Congress, led to the birth of the Midwest region, which was a region or a division in Nigeria from 1963 to 1991. But by 1976, it was called Bender State. It is what we presently know as Delta and Benin States. So the answer to this question is option C, Midwest region. Question 31. One of the major problems of Nigerian federalism is option A, imbalance in the structure and sizes of units of federation. Option B, pre-colonial administrative structure among the units of federation. Option C, lack of revenue to cater for the demands of the federation. Option D, inadequate manpower to fill vacancies. The answer to this question is option A, imbalance in the structure and sizes of units of federation. So if there's an imbalance in the structure and sizes of units in the federation, it could result to revenue issues as regards revenue allocation. Okay, so we see each of the units or each of the states will come up with reasons why their state should have more revenue more than the other states, okay, because there's an imbalance. The structure and sizes are not the same, and so there's a general problem when it comes to accepting the revenue sharing formula. Okay, so option A is the correct answer to this question. Question 32. Which of the following was done during the Gowon administration to reduce regional structural imbalance in the federation? Option A, increase in revenue allocation. Option B, formation of political parties. Option C, appointment of minister. Option D, creation of states. The answer to this question is option D, creation of states. Now, there have always been a problem of structural imbalance in Nigeria as a federation. Okay, so we'll trace it down to the beginning or to the history. Okay, Nigeria was divided into two provinces. We had the northern province and the southern province, and then it developed into four regions. We had four regions: northern region, eastern region, western region, and the west region. We still had issues of structural imbalance because the northern region was occupying much more space, okay, in the federation, more than 3/4 of this space in the federation, and so the structural imbalance issue or problem still persists, and so Gowon decided to create 12 states out of the 4 regions, and he created this in 1967. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 33. One feature of public corporation that was weakened by privatization is option A, social harmony. Option B, governmental control. Option C, social control. Option D, national immigration. The answer to this question is governmental control. Governmental control is a feature of public corporation. Now, first and foremost, what is public corporation? Public corporation is a government establishment or enterprise that provides essential services, and it is owned and controlled by the government. Now, the feature of public corporation, one powerful or main feature of public corporation is that it has governmental control. And this feature was weakened by privatization. Why? Because privatization is a government policy that allows individual or corporate bodies to control government establishments, companies, or enterprises. So this feature is weakened because it allows private individual to control the business or control the company. So therefore, option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 34. A problem of public corporation in Nigeria is option A, emphasis on subsidies. Option B, wastage of resources. Option C, choice of leadership. Option D, public control. The answer to this question is option B, wastage of resources. Now, because the government is the source of finance of public corporation, there's bound to be waste of resources or wastage of resources. Okay, so also high level of embezzlement, political instability, favoritism, and all of this. These are all problems of public corporation, and wastage of resources is also a major problem of public corporation. So therefore, option B is the correct answer to this question. Do not forget that you can take practice questions with our simulated JAMB CBT past questions. All you need to do is you click on the link in the description below, which takes you to the Myschool website. There you can download Myschool mobile app for your Android phones or Myschool software for your computers and laptops. Please go ahead and download and start practicing. Now, moving on to question 35. One of the main duties of the Local Government Service Commission is to, option A, create an enabling working environment for council workers. Option B, enable request for the creation of more local governments. Option C, supervise and manage the personnel of local governments. Option D, conduct election into local council. The answer to this question is option C. The local government commission monitor the activities of local government employees. It also recruits, train, deploy, and promotes local government employees. Okay, all of this can be summed up into supervising and managing the personnel of local government. So therefore, the answer to this question is option C. I believe you're enjoying this content. If yes, do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos. Question 36. The option A4 model was used in the conduct of the option A 1993 elections, option B 1999 elections, option C 2007 elections, option D 1988 elections. The answer to this question is option A 1993 election. The A4 model is also known as, or otherwise known as, the open ballots. Okay, and it was adopted in the Third Republic of Nigeria Constitution, and specifically the 1993 presidential election. Now, record has it that, or history has it that, this election was the fairest and the freest election in Nigerian political history or election. So the answer to this question is option A, 1993 elections. Question 37. The review of Nigerian foreign policy under the Muritala Obasanjo regime was done by option A, Adedeji Commission, option B, Phillips Commission, option C, Udoji Committee, option D, Aboyade Committee. The answer to this question is Adedeji Committee. This committee was set up during the Muritala/Obasanjo regime of foreign policy, which was during or in between 1975 to 1979. Now, this committee was set up and chaired by Adedeji Adebayo, who was the then Commissioner of Economic Development. So, Adebayo Adedeji was then the Federal Commissioner of Economic Development, and this commission was set up to complete the service of Nigerian foreign policy system. Okay, one of the things that made this period remarkable was because it favored decolonization and self-determination of African states. So the answer to this question is option A, Adedeji Commission. Question 38. Which of the following is a guiding principle of Nigeria's foreign policy? Option A, interference in the affairs of African countries. Option B, decolonization of all African countries. Option C, total opposition to the Cold War. Option D, posting of only carrier diplomats as envoys. The answer to this question is option B, decolonization of all African countries. One of the principles of Nigerian foreign policy is to ensure that all African countries are independent and are united. So the answer to this question is option B. Question 39. The Technical Aid Corps was established during the regime of option A, Ibrahim Babangida, option B, Muhammadu Buhari, option C, Olusegun Obasanjo, option D, Sani Abacha. The answer to this question is Ibrahim Babangida. The Technical Aid Corps was established in the year 1987 during Ibrahim Babangida's regime, and this program sends Nigerians to overseas. Professional Nigerians could travel out of the country to engage in volunteer work. So option A, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Do not forget that this platform provides opportunity for you to ask questions. You can ask your questions by using the link provided in the description below. Please click on this link. It takes you to the Myschool website. There you can ask as many questions as possible, and solutions will be provided to you within a short period of time. Moving on to question 40. The granting of Islam to Charles Taylor by Nigeria was to option A, defy the Western powers, option B, control Liberia, option C, protect Nigeria in Liberia, option D, promote peace in Liberia. The answer to this question is option D, promote peace in Liberia. First and foremost, what is Islam? Islam is giving or granting protection to someone who has left his or her country or state. Now, Charles Taylor was the president of Liberia, and Liberia was not peaceful as at then. Okay, there was a war going on as at that particular time, and Nigeria decided to grant Islam to Charles Taylor in order to end the instability and promote peace in Liberia. So the answer to this question is option D, promote peace in Liberia. Do you have better steps, explanation, or solutions to any of this question? If yes, feel free to use the comment section, indicate the question and the solutions you would like to share. Question 41. Nigeria is regarded as a frontline state because she, option A, assisted ECOMOG troops in Liberia, option B, sent troops for peacekeeping in Somalia, option C, sent policemen for peacekeeping in Namibia, option D, assisted the liberation struggle in Southern Africa. The answer to this question is option D. The frontline state is a coalition government, is a union of African states who are committed to ending the apartheid policy in South Africa and Rhodesia. Okay, so this is a union of African states that existed from 1960s to the 1990s. Okay, so this government was committed to ending apartheid policy, African segregation, and all of that. And so Nigeria contributed greatly to this cause. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 42. The reason behind Nigeria's suspension from the Commonwealth in 1995 was option A, economic, option B, socio-cultural, option C, legal, option D, political. The answer to this question is legal. Okay, Commonwealth had a set of principles, a set of rules, and Nigeria violated that rule. It was a serious violation of a constitutional rule, which is termed legal. And so the reason for Nigeria's suspension is legal because they violated a rule, and which was not to execute Ken Saro-Wiwa, which Nigeria did. It is not political. Whatever reason why Nigeria executed Ken Saro-Wiwa may be political, but the question says the reason behind the suspension, why were they suspended from Commonwealth, and it is legal because they violated a rule, a legal rule. So the answer to this question is option C, legal. Question 43. Commonwealth nations are represented in other member nations by option A, High Commissioners, option B, attaches, option C, charge the affairs, option D, ambassadors. The answer to this question is option A, High Commissioners. High Commissioners is the title for senior diplomats who are in charge of diplomatic mission of one Commonwealth government to another. Okay, so the answer to this question is option A, High Commissioners. Question 44. The UN, United Nations, succeeded the option A, CETO, option B, League of Nations, option C, Warsaw Pact, option D, NATO. The answer to this question is League of Nations. League of Nations was established in the year 1920, and it was established to maintain world peace. And United Nations succeeded League of Nations. So it used to be League of Nations, but it became United Nations. So the answer to this question is option B, League of Nations. Question 45. The number of permanent members of the UN Security Council is option A, 6, option B, 7, option C, 8, option D, 5. The answer to this question is option D, 5. The United Nations Security Council is made up of 5 permanent members, and they are China, Russia, France, United Kingdom, and USA. So the answer to this question is option D, 5. Question 46. The Secretary General of the OAU holds office for a renewal period of option A, 4 years, option B, 5 years, option C, 6 years, option D, 3 years. The answer to this question is option A, 4 years. The Secretary General stays in the office for a period of 4 years but can be reappointed for another term. So the answer to this question is 4 years. So therefore option A is the correct answer to this question. We've come to the end of this wonderful segment, and I believe you enjoyed every bit of it. Please do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and then tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos.